Now, if you're a designer or you're part of a product team, you often have to produce an A/B test so you can get your different variants in front of stakeholders and you can get feedback and maybe potentially see which one looks better, which one the clients prefer, or which one converts better. Often that can take several days or weeks, but I'm going to show you in this video how with MagicPath you can do it in a few minutes just using AI. So if we just double click to create a new component, and let's say you want to create a landing page for a B2B company. I've already got my prompt that I've made, so I'm just going to paste it in. So I've got my prompt here, and if you're struggling with the prompt, you can also use ChatGPT and AI to help you create a better prompt. So what I've got here, I'm just going to say at the start, create a landing page for a B2B company called, and let's just call it something generic. We'll press the app button. Let's just call it something like Growth OS, something generic like that. And then we can select a design system. You have all these default or public ones, and you can have your own custom generated ones by clicking on Manage Themes here. But for now, let's actually choose something a bit different. Let's choose one of these ones I've created. Let's actually choose the bold tech. So I've selected my design system. Now I can paste this. And the good thing about MagicPath is that at the same time you can create another component, multiple components even. So we're going to create another variant using something slightly different, a slightly different prompt. And we can also use the same design system. Let's say our company has a specific design system that we're using. Let's use the same design system but slightly different layout and structure. So I've got my second prompt here, and I'm just going to press enter, and we're going to see them generate the UI live side by side, and then we can maybe further iterate before we actually send them off to our team to use as an A/B test to get feedback from our stakeholders. So our two landing page variants are finished, and it looks like the colors aren't the best. So what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to prompt the MagicPath to say, can you make the whole site have better contrast in terms of text? And we can also say, make sure the headings are white and the subheadings too, so that they are more visible. And we can press enter. And then for this one, we can actually say or create extended variants based on this, just because I think it's just a bit too similar to this initial landing page. So I'm going to click on create variants. I'm going to say create light mode variants with white background sections, light / off-white / light grey cards, and dark text. I'm going to click on enter there, and you'll see in a second that it will create 3 different variants along here that will be based off this initial design. While we are waiting for the variants to finish, we can see we need to do a bit of debugging here. So again, there's some issue with the contrast. So what I'm going to say is, I'm just going to ask MagicPath in the chat, I'm going to say, make sure the text on all the cards are dark so they can be seen. And then I'm going to say, at the moment they are white and not visible on the white background. And then I can actually just go down and I'm going to screenshot this. I'm going to say see screenshots for the issue. I just normally do this to provide better context so it knows exactly what it's looking at and what it needs to fix. I press enter here and hopefully it sorts that out. And then here we have a lot nicer looking sections. We have 3 different variants here and they're all light mode with the dark text on the white backgrounds. And we can see we have nice animation from the get-go. I didn't even need to prompt that. And we've got nice clean sections as well, which is really good. So we've got the hero, got the features, 3 simple steps, got another features or section there, and we've got some testimonials, and we've got a pricing section here, and this looks really good. And then we're just going to wait for this to finish, and let's see what this one is looking like now. And we have a similar issue with the text. That's why we created these variants on the right, but we could go ahead and manually change the text, for example. So we could click on this, if I can grab it, and we could change the color to something a bit whiter like that. Press save, and we could do the same for all of this text as well. And this doesn't consume or take up any of your credits, so it's completely free to do this. I'm just going to go through all of these and change it to white. Okay, this is looking a lot better, but we can make a further change in the footer just so it looks a lot cleaner. So we can say make this footer dark background with light to text on top, and press enter with that, and then that should hopefully fix the footer issues, should I say, as well. And we've got this here. All of these 3 are very similar, so I'm not going to bother going through. I think they're pretty much identical. But what we can even do is that we can go here and we can actually, let's take the prompt from here. And let's see what happens if we can maybe use a slightly different design system. Let's say we want to, test different design systems or different styles as well as the layout for this business. So we could just paste the prompt there and select, let's say something like, something not too dissimilar. So let's go to Twitter, let's try this, and let's paste that and let's see what it generates. And you're going to see in a minute, we're going to have a lot of different variants to choose from. Then we can select the best 2, use them as part of our A/B test, send the links or the code to our stakeholders, get some feedback, see which one they prefer. Maybe we can use some light analytics to see where they click on or which one converts the best, and then we can have a final idea of which idea and design we want to take forward. And this new one we just created is finished, and it's using a blue and black theme similar to Twitter, and we can use this as well. Maybe we want to compare the different themes or styles. We can compare this one to maybe this dark mode and maybe this, and we could send all 3 and do a test comparing them all. We just need to wait for this one to finish and then I'll show you the results. So we've got the 3 variants here that I like, and let me just change one of them. Let's change this, and I'm going to just change the layout of the hero section just so they don't all look too similar. I'm going to say make the hero section 2 columns with content on the left and an image on the right, and I'm just going to paste that in and see what it generates. So we have our 3 different landing page ideas and iterations, and these will not be finished products by any means. They're just simple starters to get some feedback on maybe the styling, the colors, the layout, and maybe even some of the copywriting as well. And what we can do, we can simply click on open new tab. We can copy this URL and then we can paste it and give it to our teams, our fellow developers, designers, and any stakeholders that might want to see it, just so they can have a feel around the layout, how it's going to look if it was published, and get some ideas of maybe what they want to keep, what they want to change, and which designs they like the best. So that was a quick tutorial and demonstration of how you can use MagicPath to set up simple A/B tests, or how you can use it to gather multiple ideas and then send it to your stakeholders or your peers or your colleagues and get some feedback and get some direction and visualization, and maybe see which one is the best, maybe see which one converts more. Eventually you can then use that selected design and further iterate and publish a real world website. So thank you guys for watching. If any questions, any comments, any suggestions, leave in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.